You ready, Doug?
I am ready.
All right, man, here we go. I'm not ready. All right, now I'm ready. All right, since 2002, 99 teams in the NFL have started the season 0-3. Only one of those teams went on to make the playoffs. It was the Texans, by the way. This year, there are a bunch of teams that are 0-2 and staring 0-3 in the face, but three of the notable ones are the Bengals, Chargers, and Vikings. They're all in danger of going 0-3 and possibly missing the playoffs. Is this a must-win for those teams?
Let me be clear. 1-99. 0-3 teams. 1-99 made the playoffs. It's possible that the team I picked to win the Super Bowl is going to have the number 1 pick in the draft. The Chargers and the Vikings play each other in what amounts to the Elimination Bowl on Sunday. Cincinnati's playing the Rams. I'm just going to go with the Chargers. The Chargers need this win.
You need this win.
Because I need this win. I've said it. I'll say it again. Y'all better win a game. I'm going with the Chargers.
Wow. I feel like the easy button is to say it's must win for all of them because I think it's must win for all of them. I believe.
Thanks, Gator. Thanks.
Yeah. I believe in the number.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Is that a crazy stat?
The question is this a week a must win for these teams? It's not who is it most a win for. Is it a must win for these teams? The answer is yes. All three of them. Look, the Vikings got to because the division, it may not be out of hand, with the Lions running away from it. You do have your opportunities to play against them twice, but they can't afford to fall down to 0-3 and get that far behind. Obviously, the Bengals have their problems with the quarterback. I think the Bengals are kind of screwed. And the Chargers, for Doug's sake, please, God, win a game.
Yeah, it is a must-win. Stats don't lie. Only one team out of 99 has made the playoffs after starting 0-3 since 2002. For me, the most, probably the Bengals. But, yeah, they got to win all three of them. I know Vikings and Chargers play each other, but maybe a tie? All right, was the hit by Micah Fitzpatrick on Nick Chubb that ended his season, was that a dirty hit?
All right, for the sake of the show, I'm going to bring the play up, and I'm going to watch it again, even though I know it's awful.
Wow, you're going to watch it again?
Yeah.
And then determine whether it's dirty right now?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't I answer the question?
Exactly.
I don't know what Minka Fitzpatrick's supposed to do. How do you bring a big back down? You go low. And it's unfortunate. I don't see it as a dirty hit. I don't think he went in thinking he was going to blow out his knee. And we see that tackle a lot with defensive backs going low to try. It's why running backs hurdle people. They expect the low hit. And so nobody complains when they get hurt, when they hurdle. Well, he hurdled him because it was a dirty hit. I don't think it's a dirty hit. I think it's an unfortunate football circumstance.
I agree. I don't think he was some heat-seeking missile out there. It's not something after the play. This is the problem with the league is that they allow it to happen. So it's not a dirty play. It's within the rules. Taking a runner's legs out is what you do. If you can't get the right angle to hit and wrap and take him to the ground, this is what you do.
Yeah, it's obviously not against the rules. He wasn't flagged for it, so that's not the question. I think it's definitely debatable whether it's dirty or not. He was being taken down by another player already. I don't think he needed to go low. I'm going to say it's definitely reckless. He knows better as a veteran. I think he saw the entire play happening in front of him. He didn't have to torpedo him like that. He could have he was already going down, like I said, by another player. I don't know if it's dirty, but it's definitely, in my mind, reckless. This past Monday, we had two games which overlapped each other on Monday Night Football. Should they do this again? Do you like the double Monday Night Football game?
Not really. I found that I basically only watched one game, and it's. So this is a question. It's a personal question. Do you like flipping back and forth? Do you want to set up two TVs for Monday night? I'm fine. I don't need the double Monday night game.
I don't like the double Monday night game. Don't like it at all. I want to. Monday night is special. It's the one game. You're the solo action that night. This is what you do. You drop everything else. You DVR other shows, and you watch Monday Night Football live. I don't need to have two games going on at the same time. It's distracting. I don't like it. It throws off my routine. I don't like change. Stop it.
And you're a channel flipper, too. You enjoy flipping usually. I don't want to be get off my lawn guy or a traditionalist, old school, whatever you want to call it, but I agree with you guys. I prefer just the one game on Monday night. It does make it more special, in my opinion, Gator. Maybe it's just me, but even if the game sucked, I would watch the one Monday night game. But now if it sucks, I'm definitely going to switch to the other game and see what's going on there. So I don't know if this helps the NFL, but they're going to do it again this week. So we'll see. I guess ratings determines everything, right?
Yep.
All right, this year, the Tennessee Titans will wear the Oilers throwback uniforms twice. I think the first time is like October 29th, and they'll do it again later in December. Last week, a Houston Texan executive said that the Texans will wear Oiler-inspired colors at some point in 2024. Settle this right now, guys. Who gets to wear these sweet Oiler jerseys?
Neither team. Stop it. Yeah, is either team called the Oilers? No. If Houston wanted to have sole possession of that name again and those colors again, then they should have been called the Houston Oilers when they got back to the league instead of calling themselves the Texans, right? And the Titans have no business. They left Dodge to get to Tennessee, all right? And they changed the whole franchise name. There's not a symbol remnant left of what was the Houston Oilers, so they can just stop it. But the Houston Texans, if you want to get it back, then change your name to the Oilers.
I see why Tennessee claims the name Oilers in the uniforms, because when they first moved to Tennessee, they were called the Tennessee Oilers for 2 years. They played one of those years in Memphis. But I feel like the uniform and the look belongs to the fans of the town that they left more than it does the organization that left the town.
You with sound logic. I like it.
The old uniform and logo and altogether retro sweetness should have been left in Houston, and I think the Texans have the claim more than the Tennessee franchise.
Doug, you are absolutely correct, my friend. There's only one answer. It's the Texans, and it is all about the fans. The team left them, but the fans stayed. The Oilers belong to the fans. I don't like Tennessee Titans. I guess technically they get to take all the history, Eddie George or whoever. Even do they get Warren Moon as well? All that stuff because that's the team that
Earl
moved.
Campbell.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, the fans they were screwed here. They get the Oilers name. Only the Houston Texans should be able to wear the Oilers colors. All right, people are starting to talk. Some say the Jets should trade for Kirk Cousins. Vikings are 0-2, as you know. Do you think the Jets should trade for Cousins and try to salvage and still go for it this year?
No, I think the Jets should tank. Now, see, here's the thing. Cousins is good. He's really good. But is it worth putting Cousins behind that offensive line? Because you put Cousins out there, and you know what he's going to do? He's going to get sacked and blow out his Achilles. Right?
Yep.
And plus, the Vikings just traded for Cam Akers. They're not throwing in the towel just yet. So I'd say no.
The Vikings shouldn't do this. Kirk Cousins has a no-trade clause. It's a full no-trade clause in his contract. I think he likes it there in Minnesota. He may not even want to leave, even though the price is really easy to handle. I think it's a $10 million cap hit this year, but by the time the trade deadline rolls around, it's just over $5 million. So it's not a big hit for a team to take. But if you're the Jets, 100% right. It doesn't matter who your quarterback is. I said this a week ago. It doesn't matter if you have Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers back there. They're going to get hurt because the offensive line sucks.
You both are ignorant fools. Yes, they have to trade for Kirk Cousins. They have a special defense. You cannot go another year letting the special defense go to waste. They knew what their offensive line was when they went and got Aaron Rodgers because they needed an upgrade at quarterback, and they don't even care because any upgrade will help this team get to the playoffs. Zach Wilson is that bad. They go get Kirk Cousins. They actually have a shot. It's only a one-year deal because he'll be a free agent at the end of the year anyways.
Well, that special defense gave up 30 points last week.
Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions in Dallas at home. There is a widespread confusion last Sunday when Sean McVay elected to kick a field goal on the last play of the game when they were down 10 to the Niners. Many fans think this had a lot to do with the point spread, which was anywhere from 7 to 8.5 points. McVay answered that question this week, said he had no idea of the spread. He just didn't want to risk Stafford under center for another Hail Mary snap. You buying this?
Nope. Not even for a little bit. I don't buy it at all. Do I think it had something tied into the point spread? Did he know about that? I know what I don't. What I really believe is it had nothing to do with putting Stafford out there for a Hail Mary. You don't want to put Stafford out there for a Hail Mary? Put the backup quarterback there if you don't want to risk your quarterback. But it's absolute garbage to kick a field goal at the end of it. You weren't breaking up the shutout in the game, right? This is a joke. Sean McVay sucks.
The McVay hate is strong. With
Yeah,
this one.
we kind of knew where that was going no matter what, right, Doug?
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Yeah, they could always just have Stafford take a knee, honestly, if you're worried about him. But the reality is, I don't think he had any idea what the point spread was, and I don't think he was up to any shenanigans because the NFL will guard against that. And if they think a coach is manipulating point spreads or trying to get a cover, I think it would be investigated. I think it's way too risky for McVay to take that chance.
Well, time for an investigation.
He had nothing.
I think it's a high time they investigated Sean McVay.
He wasn't thinking about it.
I'm kind of buying it, but I think he missed an opportunity here. I really don't think the spread affected his decision to kick the field goal. I think he did really have a plan to, get the 3 points, onside kick, and get it back, but time ran out, so he didn't have time for anything but one more play. You know what the answer is? I looked it up. This is actually one of the tiebreakers by net points. Points scored, points allowed. It gets deep when you get there, but it is a tiebreaker. So all you have to do is say, hey, instead of losing by 10, I wanted to lose by 7. Easy. Done. End of story, right?
And that's why he's a cheater.
God, he can't stand McVay.